Hey, just Christy, thanks for the question. Now, when you talk about aggressive parents, I'm going to make the assumption that they're being aggressive and they are blaming you. People can be aggressive for a lot of different reasons, but typically we associate aggressiveness with you statements and threats. So I'm going to go along the theme of blaming, and if it's not the right theme, you let me know. The second assumption I'm making is that you're in education, but it really won't matter what trade you're in or profession you're in. This advice is going to help you no matter what. Now, blaming, as with all of our defense mechanisms, whether it's a right fighter or to ignore things or to overgeneralize, these are all learned responses, typically in our childhood, and they are not effective communication styles. In fact, I call them my miss styles of conflict resolution. Now, there's 3 reasons people will blame. Number 1 is they're actually really hurting deeply, and in order to deflect that, they're going to hurt you so that you can understand how badly they're hurt. I know it's twisted. We all do that sometimes. Number 2 is taking responsibility for a situation is a weakness in their eyes, so they're not going to do that. And the third one is they actually feel kind of guilty, and so rather than work through that, they're just going to make that your problem too. And you've probably noticed that they're using very aggressive tone of voice and body languaging and making you statements and pointing like you're the reason all of this is happening. So I'm assuming that's what you mean by aggressive. So I'm going to come up with something here for you right off the top of my brain, and we're going to call it the BAT method because they batshit crazy. B stands for boundaries. When someone's aggressive with you, you do not have to accept it. That is not part of the job, and you can set that boundary right up front. A is to acknowledge. Acknowledging is the most foundational piece of letting someone feel seen and heard. Acknowledge that they're upset or that they have an issue and that you want to hear what they have to say, but within the boundaries that you share. And T, we're going to make it so take your time. So be curious, ask more questions, use the what questions and how questions. Those are fantastic. And then once you feel like you guys have come to a place of understanding, you can explore options on how to go forward as a team. And the focus should never be on winning an argument. The focus should be on solving the problem. So you want to be able to hear past their tone initially, to hear that there's a real issue here they're concerned about, and you can be concerned about that same issue, even though on a different perspective. So remember the BAT method for these batshit crazy moments. Boundaries, acknowledge them, let them feel heard, seen, and valued, and take your time. Be curious, explore what they need, be collaborative in your options, and don't be focused on winning, be focused on solutions.